Yes, we're here with another one, a fire match. We have Minister Rock and we have Lady Crucible, a mistress of mayhem. It's going down. This is going to be an exciting match. I can't wait for this one. When I say I can't wait for this one, I know this is going to be electrifying. Man, let me go ahead and bring up Minister Rock. Minister Rock, tell the people who you are and where you from.
Minister Rock, originally born Mobile, Alabama, hailed in Dickinson, Texas. That's right outside of H-Town. I'm glad to be in the building. Y'all are some fire poets. I'm a street minister, man. I'm glad to be in the ranks with y'all. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the energy. The judges are awesome. TK, you're doing your thing. Hey, let's have some fun, y'all.
Let's go. Lady Crucible, it's on you. Tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
Oh, I'm Lady Crucible, aka the Mistress of Mayhem, aka the Debutante of Destruction. Don't forget, my mama used to call me the little Tasmanian devil. I reign out of Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying, dropping bars with scars, poetically doing this thing apart. Happy to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying, PoetryLife League, doing big things, you know.
Okay. That's fire. So look, I'm gonna bring up the judges. We're gonna introduce the judges real quick. Dunny be Dunny. We're gonna start with you. Tell the people who you are and where you from real quick.
Yo. My name is Donnie B. Donnie. I am from Dallas, Texas. I make music, I write, I do everything. I just want to see fire heat like I've been seeing so far, and I believe y'all two gonna give me something for real. Turn me up.
Okay, that's Dunny be Dunny. We're gonna go with Zoe Zahn. Tell me who you are and where you from.
Hey y'all, I'm Zoe Zayana from Las Vegas. I am a member of Poetry Life. I also do poetry, rap, sing, write. Yeah. Last round fire, I'm ready for this one too.
Okay. That's Zoe Zahn. Let's get to bring up TK the poet, man. I heard that he's a dope poet too, but he also a fire judge at the same time. TK the poet. Tell them people who you are and where you from and what team you represent. But yeah, you already know who I am, man. It's TK the poet. You already know it. So you ain't gotta quote it. If I spoke it, you already know what that means. Yeah, I wrote it. I represent the living legends, man. You know what we are, man. We've been wrecking things this morning, so we gonna keep it culture. But I'm from Dallas, Texas, Garland to be exact. But y'all know who I am. We gonna stay tuned. We gonna keep it flowing. Let's get into this. Last but not least, let me bring up Cupcake real quick. Cupcake, tell the people who you are.
Hey y'all, my name is Cupcake. Soft and moist on the outside, creamy in the middle. Only way you get to that creamy center is by eating that cupcake. But don't worry about it. My team is I represent the people. I love the people. I love people that just want to do positive things, and I like when y'all flow without music. It's amazing. But I tell jokes. I like to make people laugh at what I say, not how I'm shaped. Y'all be good.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the choice of tails. What we doing?
Heads.
Okay. Oh, it's tails this time. Wait, we've been getting number heads, but it's tails this time, man. So, Minister Rob, who you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, you go first? Oh, man. Okay. I like the energy. He said, I'll go first. Don't worry about it.
All right, Minister Rock, team diagnosis. This is medicine. Are we team diagnosis? I said, are we team diagnosis? The closest thing to medicine. Our focus is gain and betterment. Dudes from the street and ladies with street sweet sediment. Early morning prayers and late night like David Letterman. They canceled Colbert. Or should I say he? This country on the side of the road with a flare and still can't see. Roads grew from concrete, but from a trash group grew a tree. Deeply rooted in waste, not knowing nothing but that place, that smell, that taste, that life. The price of medicine is so high, sickness is regular. We celebrate elements, the elements of felon, slowly draining what remains and what we need for hard days. I have no PhD. I'm not a doctor, But if I have and you ask, ain't nothing stopping the transfer in the matter of speaking, manifesting those blessings injected with God's teachings. Arms open, receiving and reaching. But antibodies attack the cure. Anybody know an antibody? I know a few. A whole unvaccinated clique of the same old shit. The turnout in a burnout with no fire stations around. We diagnose the problem, not swallow this sound. You know that sound? That's what we want to hear. Swallow pride, ignorance, and hard-headedness. Once you feel it, the symptom is readiness. We way ahead of this, the wave of this head trauma. Medicine is period, but life is karma. It goes on and on. Some of y'all cold. Probably need a hot shot. Put a little blood back in that syringe before you knock out. Want to go night-night? Want to go night-night? No use to fight. Just let it take. Take 2 of these in the morning, and you gonna be straight, because it's medicine. Minister Rock.
All right, let's start off. First off, sis, Allie, Red Dragons for life. This for you. Rhyme stack, jam pack like Cracker Jacks, passing out these verbal smacks, letting birds attack poetically. I'm slamming that. This tongue of mine speaks different dialect as floors crack when boots hold throats. I promise you don't want this smoke. Guess nobody told you I was born to go. Cause see, I'll make that ass float. I got different strokes for different folks. And in my DMX voice, what you bitches want? Then it becomes murder, she wrote, while asphyxiating on these words that I spoke. Ink drip is leaking from your throat like a mouse with rabies, your tongue covered in scabies. Don't play me, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Now you pushing up daisies, going stir crazy. Used you as a warning label. See, my pen is unstable and a little mangle. Half past real in a padded room. Give me the mic and a spit mask too. Hold on, cause I ain't through. Here's a nursery rhyme just for you. This tisket, no tasket, buried your pen in a casket, delivered it in a yellow basket. I've blown the gasket, silenced the madness, this passive grin with a glossy lens. You only got one life to live as I'm stomping still, acting calm, but way past and still. See, my snapback, a collateral comeback, but you ain't got no other choice but to take that, because all you do is talk smack with no plan of attack. So I clap back. This ain't no tick for tack. Just say you can't handle my poetic strap. I'll make you tap just from verbal aggressions. I'm the Tasmanian devil, left the mistress of the mayhem praying at the altar, asking the Heavenly Father for the debutante of destruction. She comes with no structure, conjunction with no function. My egos was born with no instructions, no blueprint, no manual. I'm flammable, intangible, mind state dismantleable, breaking rules that ain't even tangible. I'm diagonals, cutting corners where truth unravels. Verbs travel through minds like gravel on back roads where thoughts get trampled. See, I'm a psych ward prophet, ink in my veins like narcotics. So toxic, I spit and make logic feel microscopic. You talk slick, but that's cute. Till I lace your booth in a noose and flip syllables like abuse, bars tight as a bomb fuse. I don't write, I convulse. These lines are posts. I'm attached to boats with no results. I'm birthed from boats. Patchwork rhyme. You reached your prime, but I can be in space and time while sipping on that turpentine. Scorch tracks and your beats combust. Turn beats to dust. My ink's undrust. Never learn to trust your buckshots, but I blunt plays. My bars dig graves, and I wrote this shit with the edge of my blade.
Yeah, man, that was a fire match. Lady Crucible, Minister Rock gave straight energy, straight dope bars, man. Look, the one thing I can tell you, this match is fire. Lady Crucible went off, Mr. Rock went off, man. Look, we're going to get into the judges and see what the judges got to say. Man, we're going to start with Donnie B. Donnie. Go ahead and jump up to the stage, man. Tell me what you thought about this real quick.
This was definitely, I liked it a lot. I liked it.
Okay,
Definitely high energy, and then some of it was definitely type quality.
Okay. That's a fact, man. We're gonna get in. We're gonna go ahead and get into these scores real quick, man. What do you have for penmanship for Minister Rock?
The street preacher. Yeah.
Street
I'm a pen work. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
Impact. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Okay. For believability.
Believability. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Okay. For substance.
Substance. I'm gonna give him a 5.
Okay. That's fire. For delivery.
I'm gonna give him a 4.
Give him 4. Okay. So
Yeah.
well, let me see what the total score there. That's 16-21. Hey, that's fire. 21 from Donnie B. Donnie. Like, so let's go ahead and get into Lady Crucible real quick. So what is your score for her? What was your penmanship for her?
Penmanship. I'm gonna give her a 5. Penmanship.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a 5. I love how she was real energetic with the wordplay. I loved how she did her DMX voice. Like that was cool. I like stuff like that. Her penmanship was also, it was you see it too. She was slamming the desk or whatever she was slamming when she was talking about that. Like, it was more, you know what I'm saying, real active. It was like I see the pen out loud. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what do you have for total impact?
Impact, I'll give it a 4.
Okay. Believability.
Believability, I'll give it a 5.
Okay. For substance.
Substance, I'll give it a 5.
For delivery.
Delivery, I'll give that a 5.
With the total score of 24. Man, good scoring, man. We're gonna get into the next judge. We're gonna go with Zoe Zion. Let's get to it. So what's going on? What do you think about it, Zoe Zion? How you feel about the matches?
I feel like, I like both matches. Exactly. Far as the first one, it's like one of the voice you can call go out and just like picture what he's saying. And I love the energy in the second.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get into these scores real quick. So Zoe Zion, what do you have for penmanship? For Minister Rock, we're starting with Minister Rock. What do you have for penmanship?
I give him a 5 on penmanship. I want to say that him is help as well, you know.
Look,
so
straight to it.
Straight to the notes and talking about the medicine and stuff. So,
Okay. So what do you have for impact?
I give it a 5.
Okay. For believability.
I give it a 4.
Okay. For substance.
I give it a 5.
For delivery.
I give it a 4.
Okay. And with the top, that's a score of 23 for Zoe Zion. Let's go ahead and jump into Lady Crucible real quick. Now, Lady Crucible, what do you have for penmanship for Lady Crucible?
I give her a 5.
Okay, you give her a 5. For impact.
A 5.
For believability.
A 5.
For substance.
A 5.
For delivery.
A 5.
You just handing out 25s all day. 25 for Zoe Zion, for Lady Crucible, man. Great score. We're gonna bring up Cupcake. Cupcake, come to the stage and tell the people what is your scores and what do you feel about the match real quick?
I feel that both of the poets delivered. They were very.
Look, thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
So look, let's get right into it.
I know one to give me the drugs and the other to kill somebody, but go ahead.
Look, let's get to it, man. What did you have for penmanship for Minister Rock?
I give my brother a 5.
For impact.
It was very impactful. Like I said, I felt like I was getting addicted to whatever the drug he said that I was gonna be addicted to. So yeah, that impact, I'll give him a 5.
Okay, okay. For believability.
I believed him. I know to say no to drugs. Yep, it ain't for me. Take one pill and I might not ever wake up. So I'm going to give him a 4.
Okay, okay, okay. For substance.
He needs to be talking to our youth, the ones who feel like I can get rich quick. So I'm going to get at a 5.
Okay, okay. For delivery.
He was real good with that. He was convincing. So I'll give him a 4.
I'll give him 4. Okay, and that's a total score of 23. Okay, Lady Cruz, what do you have for penmanship?
Can I just start off saying that I'm a little partial to Lady C because she bought that whole life. So yeah. So what was my first one?
Penmanship.
5. I don't even think she wrote that down. That sounded like a whole freestyle, but go ahead.
Okay. Impact.
Very impactful. I agree on with the first judge. I don't remember that baby's name, but when she went into her DMX voice, I was like, oh, did he come back to life? She summons them, but yeah, I gonna get at a whole hand.
Okay, okay, okay. Believability.
Don't feel no kind of way, Minister Rock. But Lady C, she gonna get a 5 out of me.
Okay, okay. Substance.
Like I said, we had the appetizer, the 5-course meal, a dessert, and the after dinner cognac with a cigar. 5.
Okay, okay, okay. For delivery, last but not least.
Oh, I gotta tell about that as though we didn't already hear. Oh my goodness. Lady Crucible, don't think I feel no kind of way towards you. Cause I mean, I love my sisters, but not the way I love my brothers. But in this pack, because you summons one of my favorite rappers.
Okay, okay, okay. And that is a total score of 25. TK the Poet, go ahead and tell you your scores for this match, man. Tell them what you got. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my scores, man. My scores for Minister Rock, man. Look, for penmanship, I gave him a 4. For impact, I gave him a 3. For believability, I gave him a 3. For substance, I gave him a 4. For delivery, I gave him a 4. So the total score is 18. Now, I might get a lot of boos, but I told you I am a tough judge. I'm nitpicking. I'm picking out every imperfection and I'm highlighting it. So that's the only way that we can get better. So I got to nitpick and show you, okay, so like, let's say for substance, I gave him a 4 in substance. Like, it was good, it was there, but I just needed him to bring it home. It felt like he was just rating it. So, I just needed just to touch it inside because he had some powerful words. It was just, it seemed to me like he was reading it. So, and so that kind of, and deal with the impact and the believability as well. Before his delivery, he was up there. He was delivering, he was performing. So that's why I gave him a high 4 in delivery. And in penmanship, it was great. So that was my score for 18 for Minister Rock. So I'm gonna circle back on into Lady Crucible. What do you want? Like, man, look, like they said, man, look, she was in her DMX spirit, man. She channeled that dude up and she brought him to life and into her poetry. So look, let me get to my scores for Lady Crucible real quick. So penmanship, I gave her a 5. For impact, I gave her a 4. For believability, I gave her a 5. To substance, I gave her a 5. For delivery, I gave her a 4 because it was a little slip up. I'm not gonna hold you. I should have gave you a 3, Lady Crucible. I should have gave you a 3 because it was a little slip up. But I gave you a 4. But so my total score in that was a 23. So let's go ahead and tie these numbers together. Then we'll see which each judge gave. So with me, for Minister Rock, I gave him an 18. Zoe Zahn gave Minister Rock a 23. Donnie B. Donnie gave 21. And Cupcake gave a 23. So the total score is 85. 85 for Minister Rock. So let's go ahead and get into Lady Crucible, Mistress of Mayhem. Let's get straight to it. My score, I gave her a 23. Zoe Zahn gave her a 25. Donnie B. Donnie gave 24. And Cupcake gave 25. So with the total score of that, if a 97, man, a great match. Let me go ahead and bring up Lady Crucible one time, and let's get straight into it.
I told you last night. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for all y'all red dragons in
Good
the field.
night,
Let's
good
go.
night.
This alley poetry for you, baby. Let's go, red dragons for life.
Man, look, let me say that you got a 97. How do you feel about getting a high 97? That is a high A. You got a 97 for this poem. How you feel?
All I gotta say is God guided my pen. My sis got her wings on me, bro.
Look. We doing this for Allie. Shout out to Allie Poetry. Rest in heaven, Allie Poetry.
Definitely, this one for you, sis.
Look, most definitely, man. Look, I appreciate you with this high 97, Red Dragons for life. Man, shout out. Man, that's a fire 97. Man, let me go. Look, fire. Let me go ahead and bring Minister Rock. Let's get into this 95, man. That's a high 95. I mean 85. Like, let's get into it. How you feel about it?
Hey man, I stayed in Decatur for a while. I rode 85 South. I ain't mad at it.
Look, let's talk heavy. Put up points. So how do you feel about the match?
I feel the match went the way it is. Lady Crucible brings that fire, bro. She deserves a 97. I love the way the judges are going. Like I say, I'm a street minister in here with some show nuffs. And I'm just glad to be here. I'm loving the energy. Hey, and I'm loving you always gonna get them pointers. You the professor. You gonna get your paper back with all them red marks on it. And I like that. I like that.
Look, you know, I gotta do what I do, man. I might get a lot of boos. You know, I'll probably be one of the judges that people throw tomatoes out when they see them and stuff like that. But you know what? It be like that sometimes, man.
Hey, I love it, bro. I love tough love. That's what the whole world need right now. Is tough love. That old sissified little smack. Nah, somebody needs some belts to boot this right now, and I ain't mad at it. So go ahead, chop it up, red mark it up, do all that, put lines and circles around stuff, do all that because it's all gonna make us better, man. But I'm loving this. The little competition I saw when I jumped on before we got on was fire, bro. Fire. I caught the end of the old girl singing the song. I'm just like, man, this is, hey, it's really big, bro. I pray that all this does what it should be doing in the world, and it should be something that everybody's watching.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I appreciate it, Minister Rock, man, for this dope match and stuff like that. We're gonna get into the next match. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Until next time, we holla at you. Honoring the life and legacy of Alley Poetry. Today we are gathered in spirit and sorrow to honor one of our own, the unforgettable, irreplaceable Alley Poetry. A pillar of PoetryLife League, a devoted wife, a loving mother, a soul who carried the weight of the world with grace, fire, and wisdom. Alley wasn't just a poet, she was poetry in motion. Every word she wrote had a purpose. Every verse she had reflect of love and pain and joy and truth that she carried inside. Her pain just touched the paper. It touched hearts. She had a way of seeing the world that made us just pause and reflect and feel deeply. Her words made us better. Her spirit made us stronger. As a wife, she loved fiercely with loyalty, laughter, and tenderness. As a mother, she doesn't give her children only life, she gave them guidance and encouragement and an example of strength and compassion. And as a friend, a sister, and a poet, she uplifted everyone that crossed her path. There was something rare about her, a presence that you just didn't notice, you felt. Allie was one of the original voices of the Red Dragons. Her poetry brought heat, honesty, healing to the mic. And every time she spoke, she just didn't do it for the fame. She didn't just perform for the applause. She did it because she had to. Because the truth was in her and it was too powerful for it to stay silent. So the loss hit a little bit different. It cut deep. And it's hard to find the words when someone leaves this earth. But even in our grief, we remember Allie's story. It isn't over. Her legacy will live in her children, in her husband, in her poems that she shared, in every heart that she moved. We will continue to speak her name. We will celebrate her art. We will honor and love that she had gave to us, the battle she fought, and the light that she had shed on this world. And through her seat might be empty, but her presence will ever fill our spaces. Rest in peace, Queen. We love you and we miss you. And we will never forget you. Poetry Life.